This video is about, as you can see, mosquito bits, and what you use it for are fungus gnats. So I've been wanting to do this video for a while now. I just keep on forgetting until while going through my stuff here, I saw these sticky traps and I realized I haven't made a video. So just to let you guys know when. So we moved in our home like around August, and I bought a lot of plants, and I also bought some potting soil, and it's the Miracle Grow. And apparently, according to reviews and a lot of videos also in YouTube, some of them are infested with fungus gnats, and that was kind of true because when we were still in our apartment, we never had any fungus gnats. And then when I bought the Miracle Grow potting soil, that's when I had an infestation. Like literally, our home has these little flying insects in our food all over the place. And at that point, I was thinking that if I can't control this, I need to get rid of all the plants, because it's gonna be embarrassing if we are gonna have some visitors, and it's annoying really. And they're all over, even through my orchids. I can see them breeding, mating in the sphagnum, even in the driftwood, which has sphagnum, like long fiber sphagnum moss and some live moss. They would try to breed there. I would see them fly there and all that stuff. So basically, when this started, I did a lot of stuff. Like around September, I did the potato trap. September last year, potato trap, and then I started doing the as you can see here, this sticky traps, which I bought from eBay. Yeah, September, and it's not working. So basically, I need to go and kill off the larvae. I don't want to use any pesticide. I use the bug spray ones for ants, and it did work. But of course, there's hundreds, maybe even thousands of larvae at that point in all my plants. And if you watch my videos, you can see how many plants I have. So I bought so I heard about the mosquito dunks first, which are these ones, and I started around October. And the thing with this, guys, is it's more of a long-acting version of the mosquito dunk. It has what they call a BBT, which is the bacteria. Bacillus. Yeah, there. I won't try to pronounce it at all, but yeah, that's the name of the bacteria. The BTS. I'm sorry, I think it's a BTS. Basically, it's safe for other, like fish, shrimps, and other animals. It specifically targets the mosquito larvae, and from what I've read, it's safe for Nepenthes. So anything, I guess, that's safe with Nepenthes could be safe for me, is also safe for orchids, because Nepenthes are, for me, more insensitive, and in forums, even in YouTube, it's considered a sensitive plant when it comes to pesticides and fertilizers. So how it's used is, from what I've read and what I did was, I actually placed these dunks in my watering can, or in my gallons of water, and I use rainwater. So I used that starting October, and yeah, October, and I didn't see any change. Like, it even got worse. So I put it in whatever I use for watering my orchids and everything, like the sprayers, the watering can. I used it on that for October, and around until let's see here, around end of November, or maybe around end of November. No, not end. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my notes here. So yeah, October. Like for the whole month of October, I would use it like nearly every day, and it didn't work. It even got worse. And so I kept on reading on about how to get rid of fungus gnats, and a lot of Nepenthes growers actually were using the mosquito bits. So this one, and that's how it looks like in there. So that's like a transparent part of the packaging. So the way I understood this, this is more of the fast acting one. So for the mosquito dunks, you put it in the water and it works for like 30 days. But the mosquito bits has like a 24-hour time frame. Let me check here. So it even has a specific instructions about controlling fungus gnats, and let's see here. So yeah, so the instructions is put it in like sort of a gallon of water, 4 tablespoons, and let it stay there for 30 minutes. What I do is I let it stay there for an hour, and in the first 3 weeks, like literally, like no, not the first week, on the 3rd week of using the mosquito bits, literally from a lot of fungus gnats to like 0. Like all of a sudden, like, of course the first 2 weeks I used them, I didn't see too much of a change. It says there, it says in the packaging to use it like once a week. I use it like every time I do my watering, like literally. And then I use it on long fiber sphagnum moss for the Nepenthes. I use it on the driftwood, like on my orchids which are mounted on driftwood and they have live moss. I didn't see any bad or negative effects on the plants or on their substrate. But yeah, literally on the 3rd week, like, I didn't see a single fungus gnat. So a single gnat. Yeah, so it was amazing. So mosquito dunks, I believe, would work. For some it worked, but for me it didn't. But if you guys really want to get rid of fungus gnats, use the mosquito bits. And yeah, again, I use it nearly every time I water, which is every other day. I would let it soak for an hour and then just keep using it. The thing with this is you need to use a sock, like a mesh, because you don't want this mixing with your water. So after an hour you need to take it off. Let me see what I used. Yeah, for a moment I'll show you guys what I used. Thank you, and I'm back. So I'm sorry guys if I just I'm not prepared in doing this video. It's one of those things. I have 3 kids. One is at school, the other's a 3-year-old, and another's a 3-month-old. So basically whenever I had the opportunity, I'll shoot a video, and you know, so at times I'm not prepared at all. So yeah, pardon that. Yeah, so going back to the video, so this is a net bag that is actually being used for fish tank filters. So you can put your media in here, and they will stay put, and they won't be they'll be able to hold it really well. And you can see it's a really fine mesh, so you know, it will be able to hold any media really well. And so this is what I've been using for these guys here, because the problem with mosquito bits is if it stays in water for too long, it will smell bad, like that sewer rotting smell. Now I don't think that's bad, but you don't want your water to smell that bad. So basically what I do is I soak it for an hour, and I take this out, and with all that water, I won't be able to use all of that because I just spray my plants. So you know, the following day that I need to water, that's what I use. And then yeah, I stopped the mosquito bits because basically, yeah, it doesn't work. If you want, I think it might work for a long time, and again, I didn't see any improvement. It even got worse for me. So yeah, so mosquito bits, yeah, 3rd week it was perfect. Like after a 3rd week, they're gone. Others, from what I've read, what they do is they also mix it with the top inch of the substrate. So that's what I also did, and actually that's what I'm planning to do with the new coal use that I just repotted. I'm not sure if I did a good angle area there, so I'll put a little bit on the substrate, on the top substrate. And yeah, that's when I realized, yeah, I need to do this video so that I can share to people who are having problem with fungus gnats. So yeah, if you need to really get rid of fungus gnats, go to, I think I bought this from Lowe's, and not that expensive, especially for what it can do. And I still have a lot in here, and yeah, again, after 3 weeks they're gone. But it doesn't mean I didn't stop. Like let me see my notes here. So yeah, 3rd week I can see the effectiveness, like they're gone, but I used them again for like until that, like that was December, January, so at least for another 2 to 3 months. After 2 to 3 months I stopped. I already stopped using them. So but basically yeah, it's effective. As you can see here, I'll show you guys the number of fungus gnats and the sticky traps there, and these are the traps that I had for, I guess, like on the 3rd or 4th week. I started it around the 2nd week of using the mosquito bits, and then remove it around the 3rd week. So these are just a time when they're starting to slow down in terms of their of their infestation. And but during like the peak, oh, it's worse. It's like hundreds, even thousands. You know, and I used like 30 of the sticky trap. That's how bad it was, and it's inside my house. And that it was good thing we don't have any visitors yet, because it was very embarrassing. But yeah, finally it ended. So I just want to let you guys know. But I do see one or 3 at a time. I guess those are the ones that are able to, like, as pupae or as eggs, they survive. And I was watching. I still continue to put the mosquito bits in the soil. But so far it's spring, it's warmer. I'm expecting if there's an infestation again, there'll be more. But I guess the fact that I mix it with the soil, it's working. The other thing is, so when I put the mosquito bits in here, soak them for an hour, and then take them out, I save them. I save the used mosquito bits, and I mix it with the with my other plants. So I still have like a deli cup, like a 1/4 of it. So every once in a while I'll still use it, because according to the packaging, you can also use it as a what do you call this, as a compost. So I guess it's biodegradable. But yeah, so that's how what I do. Mosquito bits. I hope this helps, especially for Nepenthes growers and orchid growers. It's safe. Again, I used this for 3 months or more than 3 months, and I've never seen any damage to the plants, and they're even doing well. Obviously, the larvae, they say, in huge numbers can damage healthy roots. So yeah, so please hit like if yeah, please hit like. I hope this helps, and yeah, have a good day.